If you want success, you must think like this. First, do this for me. Pause your scrolling brain for 10 seconds. Ask yourself one question. Why are you still in the same place? Don't answer with a sad story. Don't answer with the economy. Don't answer with my parents. Don't answer with I'm tired. I'm asking about you, your choices, your habits, your daily routine. Because look, there are two types of people. One says, I want it. The other says, I want it, but. And the second one is the one who stays broke, stays stressed, stays confused, stays stuck. That boot is your cage. And yeah, I'm talking to you. You want success? Cool. You want money? Cool. You want respect? Cool. You want to wake up and not hate your life? Good. But you're still acting like success is a magic trick. Like someone is going to tap your shoulder and say, congrats, it's your turn now. No, it doesn't work like that. Let me say something that will make some people uncomfortable. You don't need permission to win. You don't need a degree to believe in yourself. You don't need 10 people clapping for you to start. You need a decision. And yeah, some of you are obsessed with degrees, obsessed with certificates, obsessed with looking qualified. You think a paper makes you powerful. You think a title makes you dangerous. Listen, I'm not against education. If you want to be a doctor, go study. If you want to be a scientist, go learn. Be serious. But if you are using, I don't have a degree, as your excuse to stay small, that's not a reason, that's a cover. That's you hiding. That's you saying, I'm scared to try, so let me blame school. Come on, you're not a baby. Some of you got degrees and you're still lost. Some of you got degrees and you're still broke. Some of you got degrees and you still hate Monday like it's a punishment. So what now? You're gonna collect degrees like Pokemon cards and still not build a life. That's funny, but it's not the good kind of funny. You know what's even funnier? The people who act smart, talk smart, post smart quotes, and still can't do basic discipline. They can debate all day. They can explain mindset all day, but they can't wake up on time. They can't stop eating trash. They can't stop wasting hours. Wow, big brain, tiny life. Listen, I'm gonna give you the real key. Your success is tied to how you think, what you ask for, and what you do every single day. So let's talk about your gift. Yeah, your gift. Don't roll your eyes. Don't do that. I don't have a gift thing. That's weak talk. Everyone has something. Everyone has a thing they do better than the average person. You just don't respect it yet. Your gift is the thing you do best with the least effort. It's the thing you can do when you're tired. It's the thing that feels natural, like breathing. And you know what you did. You ignored it. You buried it. You traded it for comfort. You traded it for safe. You traded it for what people will think. And now you're confused about your purpose. You're confused because you keep looking outside. You keep hunting answers like a lost tourist. You're like, maybe I should do this. Maybe I should do that. You sound like a shopping cart with a broken wheel. You're moving, but you're not going straight. Your purpose is connected to your gift, not to your excuses, not to your fear, not to your comfort zone. Your gift. Let me make it simple. If people always come to you when they have a problem, that might be your gift. If people always ask you to organize things, connect people, make calls, figure it out, that might be your gift. If you can sell, if you can lead, if you can teach, if you can build, if you can create, if you can fix, if you can make people laugh, if you can calm people down, that's not just a thing. That's a signal. And here's the part you need to hear. Your gift is not supposed to stay a hobby forever. Your gift is not supposed to sit in the corner while you live a life you hate. Some of you wake up and your alarm feels like an attack. You hit snooze like you're fighting for your life. You drag yourself into a job you don't even respect, and then you tell yourself, this is just life. No, that's your life because you accepted it. You're not tired of work. You're tired of work that means nothing to you. You're not tired of effort. You're tired of effort that goes nowhere. You're not tired of life. You're tired of living a life that you didn't design. And yeah, I can already hear the comments in your head. Easy for you to say. That line is so old it needs a museum. Easy for you to say is what people say when they want to stay the same but also want to feel smart about it. Congratulations. You found a fancy way to quit. Let's talk about fear. Because fear is the real boss. Fear controls people like a remote control. Fear says, don't start. Fear says, wait until you're ready. Fear says, what if you fail? Fear says, what if people laugh? Fear says, what if you look stupid? And I'm going to tell you something. You will look stupid sometimes. You will fail sometimes. You will get rejected sometimes. You will get laughed at sometimes. And you know what? Good. because failing is part of the process. Failing is not proof you are weak. Failing is proof you are trying. The only people who don't fail are the ones who do nothing. And yeah, they'll be the loudest ones judging you, the couch critics, the comment warriors. Well, I could do that, people. Sure, buddy, you could do that, but you can't even do 10 push-ups without making a sound like a dying vacuum cleaner. Listen, if you want success, you have to learn to take shots. You have to swing. You have to put yourself in the arena. You think winners never fail? Wrong. Winners fail more than losers even try. They just don't cry about it. They adjust. They learn. They go again. Here's a mindset shift. Stop acting like you need to get it right every time. You don't. You need one hit. One real hit can change your whole story. One good business move. One great skill. One strong year of discipline. One powerful decision. But you keep quitting at attempt number 2, attempt number 3. You're like, I tried. Tried what? You tried for a week. You tried for a month. You tried while still being lazy. You tried while still partying. You tried while still sleeping late. You tried while still feeding your brain junk all day. That's not trying. That's playing. You want a real plan. Okay, here's the plan. And it's not sexy. It's not magical. It's simple. And that's why it works. Step 1, pick a direction, not 10. 1. Stop acting like you're a whole committee. You're one person. Pick a direction that matches your gift and your interest. Pick something you can get good at. And before you say, but what if I pick wrong? Relax, you can adjust later. The bigger problem is you picking nothing. Step 2, build skill like your life depends on it, because it does. You want to be free. Freedom is paid for with skill. Skill gets you options. Skill gets you leverage. Skill gets you money. Skill gets you respect. And don't be dramatic. You don't need 8 hours a day. Start with one focused hour, but make it real. No multitasking. No, I'm learning while watching random videos. Focus. Step 3, work when you don't feel like it. This is where most people fail. They think motivation is the fuel. It's not. Discipline is the fuel. Motivation is a move. Discipline is a decision. You know what discipline sounds like? I said I would do it, so I'm doing it. That's it. No drama. Step 4, face your fear on purpose. Do one scary thing every day. Send the email. Post the content. Make the call. Apply for the thing. Pitch the idea. Go to the gym. Talk to the mentor. Show up. Fear shrinks when you move. Fear grows when you sit. And now step 5, talk to God. Yeah, I said it. Talk to God. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to sound fancy. You don't have to act holy. Just talk. Ask for guidance. Ask for strength. Ask for courage. Ask to see your gift clearly. Ask for the discipline to use it. And listen, stop asking for tiny things like you're talking to a tiny God. Some of you are out here begging for rent every month like it's a tradition. You're like, please help me survive. How about you ask to build? How about you ask to grow? How about you ask to become the kind of person who doesn't panic every month? You have not because you ask not. And before you get all weird about it, understand what I mean. Most people don't even ask life for more. They don't ask themselves for more. They don't demand more from their habits. They settle. They accept. They shrink. So let me ask you, what are you asking for? Are you asking for a bigger life? Are you asking for comfort? Are you asking for growth? Or are you asking for easy? Are you asking to become powerful? Or are you asking to stay safe? Because safe is a trap. Safe is slow death. Safe is watching other people live your dream while you make excuses. And I know you've got bills. You've got responsibilities. Nobody is telling you to be reckless, but you have to take a shot, even if it's a small shot at first. Even if you build at night, even if you build on weekends, even if you start with 1 hour a day, you have to move, because if you don't move, 10 years will pass and you'll still be thinking about it. You'll still be planning. You'll still be waiting, and you'll be older, more tired, and more bitter. And you'll start blaming the world even harder. That's not a life. That's a slow complaint. Let me roast you a little bit, because sometimes you need it. Some of you say you want success, but your actions say you want comfort. You say you want money, but you spend like a child. You say you want discipline, but you can't even say no to late night junk food. You say you want a better body, but you negotiate with your alarm clock every morning like it's a hostage situation. Come on, you're not a victim. You're just inconsistent. And that's good news, because if your problem is inconsistency, the solution is not luck. The solution is you growing up and doing what you said you would do. You want to know why some people seem chosen? It's not magic. It's not secret bloodline. It's not some special universe favor. It's simple. They do the work. They stay when it gets hard. They don't run when it gets boring. They don't quit when it gets quiet. Most people love the start. They love the hype. They love the new me. They love posting about goals. Then the grind shows up. The boring days show up. The slow days show up. And they disappear. They go back to comfort. They go back to, I deserve a break. You deserve results. Earn them. And let's talk about the people around you. Because some of you are surrounded by clowns. I'm not even being mean. I'm being accurate. You've got friends who laugh at your goals. Friends who say, bro, why are you working so hard? Friends who want you to stay the same so they don't feel small. Listen, if you tell your friends you're building something and they mock you, that's not friendship. That's fear in a human costume. They are scared you will change. They are scared you will leave them behind. And instead of leveling up, they want to pull you down. So here's a rule. Don't take advice from people who don't have results. Don't take criticism from people who don't build. Don't take opinions from people who don't do the work. And yes, you can still love them, but you can love them from a distance. You can love them without letting them shape your life. Let's make this personal. You have a choice right now. You can keep living the same way or you can change. You can keep repeating the same day or you can build a new day. You can keep being the person who talks or you can become the person who does. And don't tell me you don't know what to do. You do. You know exactly what to do. You know the one habit you need to stop. You know the one discipline you need to start. You know the one thing you keep avoiding. You know, you just want it to be easy, and it won't be, but it will be worth it. So here's what I want you to do tonight. Write down your gift as you understand it right now. Even if it's not perfect, write it down. Then write down one way you can use it this week. Not next year, this week. Then pick one fear you will face. One. And do it within 7 days. And while you're doing that, clean up your daily life. Because success is not built on chaos. Sleep better. Drink water. Move your body. Stop feeding your brain trash all day. Stop arguing online like a full-time job. Stop watching other people live. Stop being addicted to comfort. And if you fail, good. You're normal. You fail, you learn. You fail, you adjust. You fail, you swing again. You fail, you get closer. You fail, you build grit. But you don't quit. You don't hide. You don't go silent. You don't pretend it doesn't matter. Because you only lose when you stop. And let me end with this. You have survived every bad day you ever had. Every single one. Your track record is perfect. 100%. So don't sit there acting like you're fragile. You're not fragile. You're just distracted. You're just undisciplined, and you can fix that. You can change your existence. You can change what you tolerate. You can change what you accept. You can change what you do. And when you change what you do, your whole life changes. So I'm asking you again, are you going to keep living like this? Or are you going to think like someone who wins? Now, here's the deal. If this hits you, I want you to comment one word. Just one word, move. Because that's what you're going to do. You're going to move. You're going to stop waiting. You're going to stop begging for motivation. You're going to stop acting like a passenger in your own life. Comment, move if you're serious. And if you're not serious, that's fine too. Just keep scrolling and go back to your comfort like a professional. And if you want more of this, follow, because I'm going to keep telling you the truth. No sugar, no soft talk. Just real. Now get up. Pick the direction. Use your gift. Face the fear. Ask for more and do the work, because if you want success, you must think like this.